Hola. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Orleans Renaissance today. Come on in, come on in. Tag and share to a friend, as they say. Come with me a little while. Come see all that he has for me. Yeah. As I journey on, can see what he can do for you and me if we just try to take him at his word. 'Cause I love him so, and that's why I give him all of me. Oh, come journey on. Hey, Cyber World, it's good to be back. I'm glad to see you guys. Oh, so much is going on. I've been working on some projects and getting some things done. The world is still crazy. I get up every day and look outside to see. Oh no, I look on Facebook first, and then I look outside to see which chapter of Revelations we're on. But I don't think we're at the Army of Armageddon yet, which will be a heavenly army. I don't think it will be the USA headed by a group of pedophiles. I'm sorry, I just can't see Christ. I mean, I know, he delivered prostitutes and things like that, people caught in the act of adultery, but he said, go and sin no more. The pedophile ring is still going on. I can't with these people. I just can't with these people. I can't. Wow. Everybody saw the Afro Man thing, right? I'm sorry. That is the funniest story in the world to me. That is the best get back I have ever seen, other than the Black Lives Matter from the mayor of DC that time the shit put on the street. That was funny. But yeah, it was the cops who made it funny. They sued him, and I guess they hadn't considered all the ramifications of having to testify in open court about, were you defamed by being called an SOB? Are you an SOB? Can you prove you're not an SOB? Did your wife sleep with him? Can you prove she didn't? Well, you were staring lovingly and longingly at that lemon pound cake. And the flag suit brother was over the top. I wasn't particularly a Afro Man fan, but you guys have given his career and life a resurgence. And I thank you for him. Wow, what a career boost. Wow. You all know the GOP owns the voting machines. You've seen the SAVE Act debacle, everybody has to have the ID and prove they're a U.S. citizen. Well, I had to do that to get the driver's license. I've had a driver's license since I was 17 years old. We used Social Security card and birth certificate back then. None of those things have changed since then. At each time I have renewed my license. The only thing that has changed is my name, my last name from marriage. The Social Security number is still the same. And in fact, the guy who penned the law wanting to get it passed, I'm glad they're fighting. I feel for the TSA, but it is clearly the Republicans' fault. Trump simply said, even after the Republicans said, well, look, we can at least, pass a law so TSA can get paid. And Trump, no, either the SAVE Act goes through or nothing gets passed. And yeah, he's sticking to that and sending the ICE in to save the day who are getting paid $55 an hour to stand around and talk on their phones and walk around and look. And while the TSA agents are getting paid nothing. While you and your fat cat buddies are making mints, manipulating the market for oil at the expense of the American citizens while we bleed at the pumps. This is where we are. And now the GOP owns the voting machines because they're trying everything they can to stay in power, to stay out of jail. You're that corrupt, yes. So anyway, it's owned, Dominion. Remember the Dominion voting machines, the ones that they sued when they swore up and down the vote, the presidency was stolen. We won. And then they libeled the company. The company sued them for like 700 or so. What was it? $1 million or so, $787 million. And over the lives, and they, had to pay out. Yeah. It was Fox News who had to pay out $787 million for defaming, which was proven that the machines were not breached. So that company that Trump swore up and down made him lose has now been co-opted by a GOP machine for the next vote. Yes. And they're calling it Liberty Vote. That's who owns the voting machines. The GOP, because they're so honest and forthcoming. Where are the Epstein files / Trumpstein files? The unredacted ones, the ones that the FBI deleted before anyone could see. Mr. Patel? Yeah, it's interesting. And you know his poor man, his emails were breached. The FBI directors' emails were breached by Iran. I'm not lying, folks. The comedy writes itself. They were breached by Iran. They posted a bunch of his personal stuff all online. And all I could think of is Hillary Clinton emails, blah, blah, blah. MAGA crickets. Crick, crick. That's why we should be coming against them. Well, maybe you shouldn't have poked that bear. Got the United States looking. Well, if he isn't a Russian plant, he couldn't have been a better choice. Watching America burn to the ground. Just because he hates the people you hate. Are you enjoying bleeding at the pumps? The pinch is going to get tighter. Now, the war that we won. You know the war we won? The war that wasn't a war, okay? It started out, it wasn't really a war. It was a happening, an occurrence, an event. But then it's a war. But then don't worry, it's going to be over in a second. We've knocked out all of their this and their that. But they're killing us with the drones, okay? All our might and our power is getting killed with $20,000 drones. All right? But my son just bought a drone company. So now we can give him $1 million contracts and make us more drugs while America burns. And me and my fat cat buddies get more money on the market. Tariffs are gone, but I got my money. Did you get your tariff check yet? Not yet. Don't worry about it. It's in the mail. Don't worry about it. Wow. Strait of Hormuz is open. It's closed. We're going to get it open. We're going to send it in ground. We don't need ground troops because we've already won. The war's won. And why isn't anyone helping us? Where is everyone? Well, it doesn't matter if I flipped you the bird 3 months ago by tariffing you to death. Where are you? We need you now. Oh, America, the brave and the beautiful. Ships limping back home, busted up, broken down. And now you want to enlist 42-year-olds. And them that test positive for weed. I guess weed ain't that bad now. The comedy just writes itself, America. Are we great? Are we great again? We're great? After the Greenland debacle, are we great yet? Now he wants his signature on your dollar bill. That's one surefire way for us to be bankrupt. We're almost there. We're like, oh God, what? I would just give out some random number just to give you a figure. of how bad it is. We're like 30 trillion in debt, and our revenue is like 3 million, and now people are beginning to call in their debt because the dollar is shaky because of our current administration is not reliable even to its allies, and people are pulling away and finding different deals and circumventing America. But Trump's got his name on something and a few more billion in his pocket that he won't have time to spend. And you can't spend that where you're going. Sorry. Woo. Wow. Which is going to basically result in a collapse of the current currency for oil, which was the dollar. Now they're moving past us to the yen. So we're not trading in dollar anymore. They're trading in yen. Wow. This is just all this to cover up a colossal, desperate move for a colossal screw up. All of your advisors said don't do this. And then you came out and said, well, I did it. It was the best thing in the world. And, the former presidents and which ones? All of them are still living and said, you're talking to yourself, sir. And I talked to this one and that one in Iran and the leaders, and they're going to give us. And the Iran people say, sir, you're talking to yourself. None of us have talked to you. All the things you said are lies. But MAGA eats it up because Jan Führer said it. All this going on, and you're still going after your deterrents. Okay, whatever. We won the straits open. No, the straits closed, but we're sending thousands of troops, blah, 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 blah. Hegseth and Trump openly discriminating in your face. They're just saying the quiet parts out loud. That's all you're seeing is the quiet parts out loud. Usually we would do stuff, send CIA in, fund this war, fund this faction, and wipe our hands like we've done nothing. We're liberty and justice for all. But really we got a nice little oil deal out of it. But in any case, now they've decided to do discrimination in full display. They've refused and denying the approval of promotions for minorities, for people that were up for a first-star general, and they were all minorities. It was said that because Trump didn't want to stand beside a black woman, whatever. She doesn't really want to stand beside you either. Believe me, the feelings are mutual. However, that does not give you the right to deny their promotions because you are a bigot and a racist and misogynist. And you are going to reap what you sow, or else God's a liar and he ain't a man that he should lie. All the deceit and treachery and everything you sowing is growing. Hey, buddy, thanks for joining me today. Yes, I'm not going to be here long today. Matter of fact, I'm just going to probably just be about a half hour and cut on out of here. I'm working on a new project. I love projects. I do love projects. I'm a project person. Yes, did you enjoy your workout today? Yes. Well, thank you for the stars. Thank you. I'm a project Betty, so I'm going to do some before and afters. I do home improvements. I used to do it a while back with my husband, Eddie, who passed away. And we started doing, home improvements for a while. I did it in my own home, things like that. I'm a craftsman. I work with my hands. Arts and crafts, decor, painting, things like that. And so, looking online, I've gotten to see that by watching others, like this one man I watch, he and his wife, he's a Caribbean guy, and he is a cook. He is a chef, and he does these elaborate parties and his setups. And I was thinking, well, I can do that, but what's weird is that the gifts and skills that he has, honed them and brought them to a particular product, which made me think further that the skills and gifts and talents you have, you can bring them into additional projects and bring them all to bear. And so that's what I'm going to work on next and some of that's going to be incorporated in this project. because I'm going to be a basically independent contractor, but and associated with other entities and things like that. So that's one of the things I'm working on. So I'm just going to do some different displays and start posting them. And one of the things that just happened, which was great, my niece, who I love, I told you I'm creating this room for her because, she created a nice space for me. I want to give her like a feng shui little place to kind of kick out after the day, because she's one of those people that basically listens to people all day long in her head, and needs a moment. So, but I've been complaining every week about the computer. It's dying, it's dying, it's dying. It is dying. And I'm a person who will keep it till it breathes its last breath. Well, she bought me a wonderful little toy that I am going to spend the day getting to know and taking all of my stuff off this old computer and putting it on here, which is insane because I've been going through all of my old videos and all of my old pictures, and I'm going to do some reels because some of them are just fabulous. This journey has been fabulous. Some of the places I've been with my ex-husband, Ron, all those pictures from our trip around the United States in a tractor trailer are on there. All these old videos of the kids when they were younger in there. It's amazing. So I'm going to enjoy that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And the other project that I'm working, I got to get those things done, but I'm enjoying doing that. I love it, love it, love it. And so, but I am going to create some more reels from that. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love coming here. Yes, I love being here. It is a joy. And I told you last week about Sheriff Grady Judd. He was one of those outspoken MAGA folks. And I just keep asking MAGA, what exactly are you getting out the deal? Did you get something yet? Did you get your $2,000 check? Are you, what's happening for you? Anywho, but I do see he and his cronies our money's just, we're going to be bankrupt by the time it's finished. Like every other venture. Anyway, he said what they were doing, what he and ICE were doing was insane. We're just locking up hardworking people. We're breaking up families. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Really? What caused the lights and bells and whistles to finally go off in his head? I don't know, but I'm glad they finally did. And I know you all heard this story. Excuse me. It's allergy season. It's getting all of us. The woman who called ICE on the workers after they finished the job, did her roof, some Becky, I don't know what her problem was. Crazy, greedy, wants a slave. That's really what this is all about. They want free labor. Yeah, I'm going to talk about free labor. Who gets it? And how they maintain it. Anyway, she let them finish the job. So they were just about finished. They'd been there several days. And then she calls ICE on them and has them pick them up, leaving their tools and everything. Well, bless God, she has now been charged. You really will. Donald Trump, Hegseth, Bondi, Noam, Christie, Kirk, all of you, Melania, all of you, the life you are living, the seeds you are sowing are the harvest you shall reap. It is a law just as simple as gravity. The same law that is now pulling your body to the grave. It is inescapable. And it is no respecter of persons. Every human being shall die and give an account of themselves. And you shall be rewarded for your deeds and your misdeeds. Believe it or not, it's your choice. You'll be rewarded for that as well. Yeah. Enjoy your spoils of war. Anyway, ISIS TSA now. Did you guys see that debacle? How old were some of those children? They look like they were 17 years old. Now, I don't know about you, But I wouldn't feel quite safe flying right now. We are sitting ducks. All of your mighty weaknesses on display internationally. Anywho, Netanyahu's wife was out, front and center on thing talking about her kids and all the rhetoric and how they've been harmed and children should stay out of it. I thought she was talking about little kids. She talking about somebody like 31, 35. I said, that must be some of them Republican youths. You know what I'm saying? Just some youthful angst. 35? Wow. And did you see the one where, I forget what was it that they were at? The DIC? And they were supposed to be, he wanted them to boo Trump, them trying to impeach him or something else. And the people cheered. And it was Trump supporters. And the speaker said, no. We're supposed to cheer. And they were like, it was really telling. It was really telling. I told you we've been simultaneously claiming we won. They're all destroyed. We're sitting in ground troops. We don't need ground troops. But we're so desperate. We need some 42-year-olds and people that's on drugs now. But remember, when you come up for promotion while you serve America KKK, Hegseth and Trump would take your promotions and push them to the side. Maybe they'll even try to keep you from getting your Purple Hearts because your skin is brown. And it might make a white person feel bad. So they might take your plaque down and remove your names from the National Archives. However, because we don't want white people to feel bad and discriminated against. In fact, so much so, do you know that they're now planning on going to some of the HBCUs and trying to give reparations to white people who may have been discriminated against? So after Trump and Hegseth are out of office, the four people that you just denied their promotions will receive and be eligible for reparations for all the time that they did not receive it. Is that what you mean? Cases like that. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. The crazy just keeps on going. I told you about them all wearing the same shoes because he said they were great. And wow. And I told you, ironically, the people that could have helped us out of this debacle in the first place was Zelensky. He could, work with us with the drones and everything. But at every point, he's shown just how unpresidential he truly is. And yet and still, while corruption and greed rampant, wow. And the SAVE Act, it's been defeated. But that's not going to stop them. They're going to keep on going, keep on trying because they have to win. They know they can't win, so they have to cheat. So I say to everyone, if you can do it now, early enough time, I have to do it. And I said, what do women do who've been married 3 and 4 times, who voted each time with a different name? You people are so ignorant. It defies meaning how you're still alive. It just defies meaning. It's got to be the grace of God. I don't even see how you've managed to get up every day and manage to function in life. And you're this gullible. Our government would never. Yes, they would. Yeah, they would. Just take your cell phones in with you when you vote. Because the GOP owns the voting machines. Yeah. Video yourself voting. Video your final tally. And if when they do the tally, that vote comes up any different, we'll know where the culprit is now, won't we? Video any troubles that you have at the polls. Video how ICE tries to intimidate you at the polls. Video and stream everything. Wow. I feel that you're trying everything you can to steal because you know you're going to lose. If you weren't going to lose, then why would you be doing all this? You know it comes down to a matter of votes. But I'm hoping that all the things that you're doing, you know you're putting up obstacles for your own voters. You do, but you don't really care about your own voters. Hey, thanks for joining me. Glad to see you today. Talking about the SAVE Act, and that what it's really trying to do is save your butts from prosecution and jail time. And heavy fines, the likes of which you have not seen, which is why they're putting that money offshore. But America will trick you. They'll change the law and come and get you. Yes, they will. You think you're going to get away with all that money. Anyway, the decapitation strikes, he said, that was supposed to stronghold on our, didn't work. Israel is getting pummeled. And the war looks like it's going to be a while. And costly, $1 billion a day. Unapproved, by the way. Just on one man's whimsy. And who has the codes to the bombs? Someone who is seriously in cognitive decline, surrounded by sycophants and yes men and women. Yeah. Have the day, you voted for it. Yeah, it's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Wow. And I told you how Patel was hammered. He was unable to answer questions in the query about the agency and the counterterrorism experts that they had got rid of, which would have been able to explain to them why you should not have done what you did. Just incompetence, 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 which is what you get when you hire your brother or your brother-in-law to be some type of political. Jesus. Okay. Well, have the day you voted for. Wow. And it was funny to me that a Democrat has won the district in Florida, upseating the Republican, where Mar-a-Lago is located. I thought that was particularly telling, which is why it is particularly extremely important that they get that SAVE Act passed, because we're about to burn. His bacon is about to be crisped. Yeah. And a lot of folks are going to go down with him. Wow. And yeah, the rats are beginning to jump ship already. Wow. Anywho, we'll keep watch on that, see how it goes. Like I said, pedophiles running the U.S., criminal enterprise, threatening judges now. MAGA is running rampant. They just do whatever they want, being jailed. They'll be forgiven. However, when you commit crimes that are not federal, I'm sorry, you're not going to be pardonable. You're going to go to jail. And sorry. And now this other guy that's replacing Noam, wow, we just keep going lower and lower and lower. Now we're digging out sludge, pasting a crown on it, and calling it magnanimous. Anyway, farmers going belly up, carrying massive losses. Now they're trying to find new laws and ways to shift the money to white farmers and not black farmers, who are routinely smaller farmers. So we'll give the money to the large ones who run these machines and not the smaller farmers. Nothing new under the sun. It's not racism. It's not racism that I denied those 4 people their stripes, their stars. It's not racism. They were just not the better candidates. We have the better candidates running things now. Just look at us. Hey, Hannah, thanks for joining me. Thank you. Hannah's my new representative on Facebook for my paparazzi. My paparazzi today, I've got my urban set. I have some things coming from her. They'll be here soon, so I'll feature those as the weeks come up. And then I'm going to begin to post some pictures, Hannah. I haven't done it in a while, but I will post some more pictures. I'm just kind of not... It took me a while to get into selfies because I thought it was just some kind of vain thing. It's like, why do you keep taking pictures of yourself? But anyway, so yeah, I don't do it, but I do love the jewelry, so I'm going to, get some more pictures up there. And so as soon as those come in, but I call her Hannah Bear because my friend Gina, well, Gina's not just my friend. She's my sister-in-law from my prior marriage who just became a grandma. That's her first grandbaby. I seen her in there playing with that baby. I said, girl, stop playing with that baby. Put that baby down. She talking about, not me. It's the dad. It's Jonathan. I said, yeah, okay, Jonathan. Was he able to hold the baby? Did you ever give him the baby back? I said, yeah, right. You ain't gonna let that baby out of sight. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations on your new little bundle. He's adorable. And thank you, Hannah, for being my new representative. I am a little urban, so I tend to shop urban. But I will do bling occasionally. But bling for me is more black tie affairs, weddings, banquets, big church functions, things like that. I do blingier. But my everyday is urban. I'm an urban kind of girl. I'm what they call town and country. I can function in the city. I like a little jazzy stuff sometimes, but my heart's in the country. Walking down the streets, looking at all the beautiful trees, the flowers, and the breeze. Ooh, and that vibe. I love it. I miss Savannah. Savannah got it going on. My buddy out there got a new movie. He and his wife, Queen Nia, they out there doing the darn thing. I think I posted it on my page as well. So if you get a chance, check them out. So we know we had the 92,000 or more job losses. I'm wondering where the jobs went. Why are we having so many losses? I thought we were going to have job gains since you got rid of all the illegals. Where are their jobs? No one took those jobs? Because those jobs are now available. That should have been a job surplus. I'm not understanding. You all who complained that they were taking your jobs, you didn't go get the jobs when they vacated them? But I bet you some of those nice agents got some of the stuff out of their homes and their businesses when they were vacated. Spoils of war may it rot your bones, every ounce of it. Ugh. Sex trafficking. You do know that they started this war off, his Armageddon, with a sacrifice of 100 virgins. Because schoolgirls are virgins that you sacrificed on your altar of pride, greed, and ego, calling for a day of prayer to your God, they're gone. You can lose me with that noise. I won't be joining you. Now they got Miss Kirk deciding how we should place religion inside of the military and how it should be a part of how we run things. We are godly army. Girl, you can lose me with that noise. You and I do not serve the same God. And if I were a military person, I would tell you to your face. You call on your God, and I'll call on mine. And the one that answers by fire, he is God. No, I do not pray in your synagogue of Satan or at your altars of hell. Where do these people get off? You don't tell me what to believe. Jesus. Even Jesus doesn't make you. That's the part that they're missing. He doesn't take away free will, nor does he take away choice. Because you do know, after Cain killed Abel, he could have removed all the rocks. Anywho, whatever. Israel is being bombed out of this world and run through munitions. And the thing that got me was how surprised they were. Now, I'm not the wisest theologian, I've said that before, but I have read and I have studied. And I do know that your actions are not characteristic of God, godly traits and characteristics. What you have been doing over the years have been perpetrated as God's image throughout the world. Now, I don't know, but maybe he wasn't happy with it. If it were me, I might sit back a moment and say, God, where did we go wrong? While you're sitting in your segregated bomb shelters and bunkers. God, where did we go wrong? As you exclude certain brown people from your bunkers. While you place now looks like the Gaza Strip, ask God, while you're down there in prayer, where did we go wrong? Ask him. Wow, I cannot, I don't have words for it. I just don't have words for it. And the media, I'm sorry, some of you are complicit. You're a part of it by just pumping out lies. And we'll say this one more time. Faux news is not news. It's not news. That's like watching MTV TV and thinking that's the news cycle for the day. Nah, it's TV and entertainment. It's entertainment to tickle your itchy ears, to say what you want to hear. Wow. 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 Anyway, Hegseth has a master plan. I'm sure it's going to be great. Please pray for our soldiers. Lord, pray that whatever debacle that he comes up with and the current administration come up with, and that them that serve you and truly know you, that it not fall to their account, but it be to them that sowed it. In Jesus' name I ask that. Yeah. Our troops need a land of Goshen between them and a corrupt administration. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Like I told you, to my black and brown brothers and sisters, don't be surprised if after you do all this, it's your blacks they remove. As you see, they will change the laws whenever they want to suit themselves for whatever they need. You can smoke weed now, you can come in, you can be 42 years old. You can be whatever you want. We did. I kid you not. And I talked about this many, many times, the oppression under cover of law and color of law. It is a very real thing. Very, very true. Oh, yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. As I journey on this road along with him, come see all that he has for me. Hey, Hannah Bear, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me, Michael. Hey, pretty lady, thanks for joining me today. Come on. Come on and go, yeah. See what the Father has. Come on, 'cause I love him so. I give him all. My heart, the glory, all belongs to you, my Father. Come on, yeah. All these renaissance, y'all. I'm out. Stay blessed.